Brought to you by Mr. Pros TV, streaming from Tempe, Arizona. And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Loan It and Own It show. My name's Andrew Augustiniak. I'm the branch manager at Prime Lending, Gilbert. Just a reminder that our grand opening ribbon cutting is this coming Thursday, and you all are invited. Thursday at 4 to 7 at our new office. We're going to be raising money for a new Leaf Foundation, which is a charity. We'll be doing raffle, free tacos. Everybody wants tacos. Make sure to come out and support. We'll have drinks and raffle prizes and all that good stuff. So this coming Thursday. I'd like to give a shout out really quick to our sponsors of the show. We got Empire West Title, Seth Banda, and we're not showing his information on the screen today because we're, as you can tell, remote. But Seth Banda is an awesome title rep if you need any help there. Our next sponsor is Abe Bodden from Insurance Professionals of Arizona. If you're looking for a quote on insurance, car, home, life, it doesn't matter. Call Abe. He'll hook it up. I've been using him for years. And our guests are getting really pumped up. Our last sponsor of the show is Yvonne Hunter from Platinum Home Warranty. Going in the winter, make sure you got your home warranty for anything that may happen. Lily is my favorite dog, and she just rolled a ball to me. And I'm so excited right now because look how pumped she is. We always do a product spotlight on the show. Today's product spotlight is going to be our new Wealth Builder loan. That's a 0% down, no income limits up to $475,000. So an awesome program to help. A lot of times the biggest roadblock for somebody buying a house is not having the down payment. Well, we have the solution for that. Contact us if you want to know details about this new program. Awesome opportunity. I think everybody's ready to get to the show, so we're going to get started. Today, I have two guest hosts, Katie and Karen from the Proactive Real Estate team, Realtor team. They found these awesome guests for us, and we've been wanting to take the show on the road and do an occasional show from our small businesses location, and Karen and Katie made that happen. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. My dog Stella absolutely loves this business.
Is Stella here?
Stella is not here. She's not a small dog, so she enjoys the other location that we're going to talk about.
Okay, well, perfect. So today's guest is the Happy Pets Palace. They have two locations. Rebecca and Linda are the owners, and we're going to be interviewing them as well as their employees, Abigail and Analia. See, now I will remember that since I made the mistake. But let's get to Katie and Karen. How did you guys find this awesome business, which I could probably just stay here all day, and they really want to talk, but I could stay here playing all day, and I'm sure like you guys feel like you're playing all day, but how did you guys find them?
I'll let Katie answer that.
Well, I did a lot of research before finding a daycare for my dog because I wanted the best for my dog, and I found the Happy Pets Palace to have the best reviews, and they had a lot of pros as well. They have a really neat cleaning system in their doggy daycare. So, and Stella, so after the first time she went, she absolutely loved it, and she told me she wanted to go back. So I said, this has to be a local spotlight that we have to talk about this business so other people know.
Also, Stella whines when it's not daycare day.
Yeah. Yes, she gets really upset.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Legitimately whines.
So she cries in the morning when we go to daycare.
Oh my goodness. Well, that is hilarious. So let's hear the backstory. Linda and Rebecca, you guys are the owners, and this is your second location, correct? Give us the backstory. I think I always talk about this on all of our shows. The interesting part about any business or any small business, medium-sized business, even large business is the story about how it got started. So rewind years behind this and tell us kind of what led to the Happy Pets Palace.
Sure. Rewinding. I'm a cat person. A lot of people think
Boo.
that's kind of weird, being in the dog industry. But as a cat person, I was at the vet's office one day. This was in Del Rio, Texas, and was buying cat food. And they had a puppy there, a black lab puppy, and it was a Friday, and I knew they were closed on the weekend. So I asked if this puppy had a home, and they said no. So I said, all right, well, would it be okay maybe if I could take the puppy home for the weekend? If it doesn't work out with my cats, then I'll bring the puppy back. And she said, yeah, sure. Sure, that would be great. So I took the puppy home.
Okay.
It was a Friday. The puppy was named by, I don't know, an hour after being at the house. And that got me into owning a dog. My very first dog was a black lab rescue puppy named, well, her name was Rio, but then later changed to Rhea because I found out as a girl she has to be named Rhea. So fast forwarding to needing daycare because I traveled a lot. I lived in Bentonville, Arkansas, and
That's Harper. I remember.
that is Harper.
Harper is not happy right now.
So I lived in Bentonville, Arkansas, and I traveled a lot for work. And I had to find a facility to watch my dog. I had a house sitter for the cats, but a black lab puppy cannot stay home alone. So I researched some places and kind of really particular. I just didn't find any place that I really liked. And then I was talking with a lady who does dog rescue, and I found out about a franchise. So since this was my first dog, I looked into the franchise. They're based out of Colorado.
Okay.
I love them today, but I'm no longer a franchisee. But I did open the very first Camp Bow Wow franchise in Bentonville, Arkansas.
Wow.
It's still there today. And then I moved here and wanted to re-sign with them, but it kind of like went from this requirements in 2006 to this requirements in 2013.
And they wouldn't let you
No, everyone
grandfather in? Yeah.
No, I wanted to, but no, that wasn't an option.
Weird.
So I know. Well, they were also sold.
Okay.
They were sold out. VCA bought them.
Okay.
So I looked at doing my own with in Mesa. It took probably a year to find a great location because there's zoning requirements and you want to have an inside-outside area. So we opened Happy Pets Palace in Mesa June 22nd of 2014. Was 2014. And that facility is 5,000 square feet. So now we're in 2018, and we opened our second facility. But this one is just for the littles.
Did the other location, does it have all size dogs?
It does.
'Kay.
The other location is all size dogs. It's great because it has 4 different areas where dogs can be divided by size and play temperament.
Okay.
So about a year after opening, Rebecca was approaching her niece, Cassandra, who worked at the Happy Pets Palace. She is now in Colorado at vet school. But Cassandra kept telling me, my aunt is really interested in doing what you do. And I was like, I'm really, really busy right now. I can't really talk to your aunt. But
Did you have like 5 dogs around you?
no,
Kind of like right now.
So, but knowing Cassandra and how wonderful she was, and it was kind of a good time for me to have a helper. Mm-hmm. So Rebecca came on board about a year after we opened the Happy Pets Palace. Her background is a real compliment to mine because she's in background in accounting.
Okay.
My background is in communications and data analysis. But she's also doing data analysis, so we complement each other really well in the business and co-owning. Mm-hmm. And so that was 3 years ago? 3 years ago. It does. It
So-
goes really fast.
So, well, let's hear from Rebecca a little bit. Like, what made you want to join Linda? Like, what was the driving factor? Did you love like staring in the window at the dogs all the time? Like, were you a stalker or?
No, actually, I.
And can I point out why am I like? Do the dogs all know that I'm the only male here? Because we have relaxed dogs, we have sleeping dogs, and I got nothing. Farai even has. Farai, show the dogs. We got one in Farai's lap. We got one to the left, just staring at him. This one has found comfort in between Farai's legs, and this one just wants to show me that he can itch himself in front of me. So I'm kind of jealous. But like, yeah, how do you want to do this?
I've always loved dogs,
'Kay.
and I grew up with dogs.
Better than a cat
my
lover.
whole life.
Just kidding.
Yeah,
Just
I've always
kidding.
been-
I am
always
not
been a
judging.
dog lover, and I was in corporate America for about 20 years, and I was just about done doing that. I was just needed a change. So I started to think about what I would like to do, and I was thinking, okay, I'm going to open my own doggy daycare, not knowing that it costs a lot of money. And even though I am a money person, I thought, okay, I could do this. And then I started looking at local businesses and just kind of checking each one out and figuring out which one I might like to have mine look like. So, and I kept going back to Linda's website, and my niece worked there, but it didn't even really occur to me actually at first. I was like, maybe I'll just go take a tour. So I'm on my way over there to take a tour and see my niece, and then I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just ask her. Maybe she would like someone to help out, or a partner or something. I can, this was like a big career change for me. I mean,
Yeah.
So anyway, I started volunteering there at first, just on weekends, and then it turned into something more than that, and it's been awesome for 3 years.
Well, it's cool that you opened up your arms to a partner, because I know in business that's hard to do. I mean, a lot of partnerships don't last more than 4 months. I mean, we see it in real estate. We see other teams dissolve within 6 to 9 months all the time. I mean, I probably have only seen 2 real estate teams stay together for more than a year. That's what happens, because something happens and one person gets jealous. So it's you guys seem like you jive very well together. How soon after you became partners did you guys figure out you needed to open another place, and kind of what's the how busy is the Mesa location, and like how did it lead to coming here and making this one only for small dogs?
Well, you see,
Wait, hold on really quick. This is customer service. I appreciate this, because they're making sure to not ignore their clients even while doing this. This is very appreciative of myself. But how did you go to opening this place?
Well, this little guy here, his name is Dylan. He is 3.5 pounds, and his little feet are about the size of my finger. They're just so tiny, and we're attached. We're very much attached. And so at our facility in Mesa, we do take all size dogs, but I still couldn't leave him. And that isn't because of him, it's because of me. Because when you're attached to your dog, I'm going to say this, and I know there's other people who can relate. You are okay if some disaster happens and your vacation gets canceled, because then you don't have to leave your dog.
Yeah.
You're okay with that.
I'm sure a lot of people do.
So that's why we opened this place, because someday a lot of our clients, they go to cool places like Disney and Hawaii, and one of our clients is in Cabo right now. And so I see a lot of pictures, and I was like, oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. But I couldn't leave him because he's not accustomed to a boarding style like our Mesa facility. Mm-hmm. He's accustomed to this type of boarding style, which is the slumber style, sleeping, being cuddled, not having big dogs around that would make him want to be invisible. So that's how this facility got started, and we just opened a couple weeks ago. I'm already planning my first vacation because now I feel like I could go on vacation, and I know that he's going to be. I know that actually it's not him; it's me. I know that I will be able to rest assured that his neediness and his protection will be provided for. And I know any parent who has a small dog, and big dogs too. I mean, we all get attached to our pets. It's really important to know that they're safe and well cared for.
That's really cool. I mean, oh, heck yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where's Lily? Oh, Lily's relaxing. You like balls. Well, what's really cool is I'm sure there's a lot of boarding shelters out there where people can leave their dogs, but I'm sure they have one way of doing things. And what's cool to hear is that here you've said, hey, we have a certain type of place in Mesa, but you wanted to cater to a different demographic, right? Because I'm sure this one caters to the needs of somebody who is more attached to their pet, a smaller pet that they just don't feel comfortable leaving with 125-pound dogs around, which is awesome, because that's what I think, looking at other businesses, a lot of businesses like doing things their own way, and they never actually look at what the consumer wants or what the consumer needs. And you have a lot of places that say, hey, if you don't like it, don't come here. But you guys are saying, hey, we can make somewhere where, the bigger dog can go, or the smaller dog that may just want a bed and feel like they're in a little castle to come. Katie and Karen, what questions do you have? I mean, you've been around here more than I have. What question do you have for them?
Well, I'd love them to talk about the slumber style sleeping. I think that's really original.
Slumber style sleeping, okay?
All right.
I need to know about this.
So when people do boarding, there's a few different ways that people do boarding. One is where dogs are in a private kennel. Ours are called villas, but they're a private area, or some places allow families to be boarded in the same one. And that's really nice because the siblings mostly like each other and they want to sleep next to each other. So at our facility in Mesa, we do allow the siblings to stay together. We do take collars off, of course, at night because of safety, because they could roughhouse and play and stuff. But at this facility, we do slumber style sleeping. And right behind me here, you can see a nice bed with some very...
Two dogs already modeling. They know exactly what to do when Linda talks.
So most of these dogs sleep with their owners in bed.
Yeah.
And they're familiar with cuddling up next to a human. So the person who does the night shift has told us they will have 3 dogs on one side of them, lined up on one side, 3 dogs on the other side, and anytime they shift, those dogs cuddle in.
So you have one employee here sleeping every night?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
They're the night shift, like a nurse. Like, this is the night shift.
That's, yeah.
Is it one of these two?
No, they're the daytime. So the lady who did it last night, her name is Shannon.
Okay.
And she works at our Mesa facility. She is going to ASU right now in biology or zoology. So she is, I think a junior. Yeah. It's a perfect job for a college kid.
You get paid while you sleep.
You get paid while you sleep. And you can watch TV. They told us that your head goes there, the TV's there, and they have a straight line to watch the TV so they can watch movies. It's a really cool job.
I mean, she doesn't even need a place to live because she goes to school during the day, and then she gets paid to sleep here. She could probably study at Starbucks. It is a great gig.
Yeah.
Interesting. And I mean, do your clients, is that something different that a lot of people don't do, or is that more common in
No, it's not that common. Some facilities do say that they have staff on site, but the staff might be not in the building.
Okay.
But might be still on the property somewhere. But in this case, it's like this.
Yeah.
They're touching us.
Yeah.
And we're able to touch them. And we do have a rule, though, that if the dog is not tall enough to jump up on the bed alone, then they get a little bed next to, because we want them, if they can jump up, then they can jump down. If they can't jump up, we don't want them jumping down in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So like little Lily is boarding tonight, and she'll be able to sleep in a bed in the castle, but not on the bed. But she'll still be nearby.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So at night, at one point, are all the dogs in this castle?
Last night, Zoe, all the dogs were, but Zoe, there was a fluffy blanket on the bed over in the feeding area, and she was curled up on that bed. Yeah.
I mean, I'd want to be sleeping by my food as well. So, for anybody who may be watching or will be watching and is like, wow, this is a cool thing, like, what does it cost? How long can pets stay? What's the average pet stay? Tell us about that.
Well, at our pricing is the same between Mesa and Gilbert and the new facility that we're opening in Chandler. Harper, come here, honey. The new facility in Chandler is also for all size dogs. That one is at Pecos and McQueen.
So you have a third one?
We have a third one.
Wow.
It's in construction phase right now.
Okay.
I was out there yesterday, and it is coming
Cool.
along great. So that one's at Pecos and McQueen. This one here is at Val Vista and Elliott. Our one in Mesa is at McKellips and Gilbert Road.
Okay.
The price is $48 a night, and it includes everything. I mean, not the food, because everybody eats something
they have
different.
to bring their own food, yeah.
But it includes all the playground time, all the potty break time. At our Mesa facility, we don't have the overnight staff 24/7, but we do have staff that comes on at 10 o'clock at night, and they do potty break for the dogs, and they do those outside.
Yeah, but
You know? Oh, yeah, live webcams at all of our facilities.
Katie did show me that last time when we were on the show.
I make all my friends watch Stella on the live webcam.
She's pointing out her dog on the camera, which is super cool because I'm sure the people at work are checking in to see what their dogs are, or checking in to make sure their dog's not fighting or anything. Do you ever have that happen, dogs fighting, or do you have like a requirement for a dog to come in? Do they have to pass your test, or how does that work?
Yeah, we have a 5-step pre-screening process that we do on the first day of their daycare. And the first step of it is they have to be good with us, because when we move them, we need to be able to move them without getting bitten. And the second step is this is at our Mesa facility. It's different here at Gilbert because they're all little dogs.
Yeah.
But the second step at Mesa is we will introduce them to another dog on leash. So we use slip leads. We'll introduce them to 2 different dogs, one of the same sex and one of the opposite sex. The third part of our interview is where we bring them into the group and we monitor their behavior. We build the group up relatively slowly around them, depending on the dog's comfort level. The fourth part of the interview is what the employees say
camera.
about the dog.
Okay.
They give us a thumbs up or no.
Who says?
The employees.
Okay.
And then the fifth part of the interview is really unique, but it's what the other dogs say about the dog. And that is, we've only had a failed dog twice, where the other dogs said no.
They all band together and kick that dog out.
Yes, it's really interesting. But the dog would pass all 4 steps of our interview, but whenever a new dog would trot up to them, they would say, "Oh, sorry," and they would steer clear.
Really?
And we don't know what the mojo is, but that dog's sending out some signals the other dogs are reading, and so we will fail a dog.
And you
that.
you tell the dog owner, sorry, the other dogs don't like your dog.
Well, yeah.
Is it a tough conversation to have?
Yeah, it is. And it's not that they're bad dogs,
Yeah.
but group play is not for everybody.
Yep.
And it also helps if you socialize your dog early on. And that's why we started doing our free puppy socials every other Saturday. It's an hour, and it is a blast. So tomorrow
At every location?
No.
Just the Mesa one?
Right now, just Mesa.
Okay.
We'll be doing it at Gilbert, too, but that's after we open, and that one should be opening in December. Chandler, close to Christmas time.
Okay.
But at our Mesa facility, there's one going on tomorrow. They're so much fun. Yeah, so we post...
and people just bring their dogs to come have a big old dog fest.
We have 2 different areas where we divide the puppies into a larger, more confident group.
Okay.
it's like your golden retrievers or your labs or Aussies. And then we have a smaller group like Mr. Peanut Butter or El Yorkie would be in, or a Morkie or a Maltese, the smaller toy breeds. So that way they can experience being around other dogs and other people in a safe way. So it's a lot of fun.
So do you find you're already booked up here at Gilbert even though you just opened? Are you filling up quick? Do you need more space already? I mean, I'm impressed that this many dogs are here today.
Thank you. We have been open 9 days. So it has been pretty quick. Actually, that's not counting the weekend, so a little bit longer than that. We are not full yet for any holiday, but we will be. And we do have the other facility in Chandler that is coming soon, but it's not this type of setup.
Right.
And this type of setup is perfect for the people who are, if their dogs are really pampered. And the difference also with Mesa is Mesa's a really high energy, athletic. It's a different environment for the dogs. They could run 5 miles during their day there, easy. I know the employees, they'll walk 3 miles just on their shift, which is half a day. So this environment here is more mild for the dogs that are more casual. Now, we did skip nap today, not intentionally, but that's why they're napping now. But this is more of if the dog is a little nervous or shy, they're not into all the rambunctious play style.
Gotcha.
That's what this facility is better for.
But there is a demand out there. There's a high demand for this, especially for a good one.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
For this type of setup, it's kind of like a home environment with an added flavor of the group socializing, with the benefit of our live webcams, knowing that we're here 24 hours a day and not just here in the building, but here with the dogs.
I'd like to mention something too that I've noticed is your staff is absolutely amazing. They always know Stella's name as soon as they walk in the door, or as soon as I walk in the door, they know. We need to pick up Stella. So you want to talk a little bit about?
They're like, hi, Stella, instead of hi, Katie.
Yeah. She has to say goodbye to all her friends and everything. So do you want to talk a little bit about your staff?
We have an amazing staff. We have 24 in Mesa on staff. We have 7 here in Gilbert that are on staff. We have 4 full-timers, and then, we have 9 on staff here, part-timers. And they all love animals, but they love them to a different degree. It's like a lot of people love animals, but there's a different level of genuine love. And I would love to, if it's okay, pass the
Yeah,
mic
of course.
over to...
When one goes, they all go.
We have a couple of sisters here. Okay.
It's all breaking loose.
Harper.
It's okay.
Okay.
Lily. Does this happen at the Mesa one too, or is it the small dogs are they louder? Is it?
No, it's not a big
Really? Harper. Harper really reminds me of Rhiannon's Harper in real life. All right, here we go. We're almost there. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. I got my friend.
Give Lily the ball.
All right. So the employees, tell us about working here and how much fun it is on a daily basis, or what you get to do, or.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. So, like, I actually started working here because I drove by when the coming soon sign was up, and I was like, okay, I have to apply. Because there's no way I could work anywhere without dogs. I have to be near them.
Yeah.
So then they said, well, we're not opening there yet, but you can train with our location at Mesa. And I'm like, I'm in. And it's fun, it's challenging, it's being near the dogs all the time and just loving them all day long. I mean, I'm paid to do something I'd volunteer to do.
Yeah.
And I did. I paid to do something that I did volunteer to do. So, and I mean, I couldn't ask for a better work environment, for better bosses. Everybody's happy, everybody's taken care of, not just the dogs, but we as employees too. You know, we're taken as good care of as they are. And it makes us want to do our job all that much better.
Well, you get to snuggle with dogs all day.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
whenever
much, it's a dream.
I was telling you that Huck, one of our employees' dogs, had been at the office, a couple of days this week while his parents are in Hawaii. And I mean, whenever he's in the office, everybody just has a good old time. So I can only imagine how much fun it is. I got one more question from you, going back to the business side, to hear about the entrepreneurial aspect. Did you guys, when you guys first opened, did you do any marketing?
Back in 2014.
Mm-hmm. And how did you grow? What would you consider the biggest attribute to your success?
Well, 2014 was the very beginning of our Google SEO. It's a very slow growth process.
Yep.
Because it has to be natural and organic. And so that did take a while. The Gilbert location has the benefit of already having our website and information out there. The vets and the groomers, they know about us. We do not do grooming, so we do ask the groomers for support with trading referrals.
Okay.
And that is a really good benefit for them because most boarding places do grooming. But I was a groomer for 3 days when I was 16, and I said, never again. It's not my cup of tea. And you do have to be really good at it, too, I think. So marketing was vets and groomers, working on building SEO on Google. We did mailer postcards, and then the up-close paper in Mesa.
Okay. I'm sure nowadays most of it's referral, or a lot of it's coming from referral. Because I mean, look at Katie. Katie has been coming here, and she wanted to promote you guys, which is awesome. Katie and Karen are realtors who work off referral, so they know referral. So, for anybody who ends up watching this, how can they find you? What's the best way to just search you on Google, Instagram? What's the best way if somebody's interested in bringing their dog or dropping them off, even during? Because a lot of people just drop their dogs off during the workday. What's the best way for them to contact you?
Well, our phone number 480-207-1852. And then, of course, our website, happypetspalace.com. We do have Instagram. It's at Happy Pets Palace. We have Facebook, which is Happy Pets Palace AZ. And our free puppy socials are advertised on Meetup.
Okay.
And our website also has links to all of those locations.
Awesome. What would you say? Well, one thing with you, and then I want to give you guys one last word. What would you say to anybody has some type of passion and they're thinking or wanting to do something else with their life and get out of whatever they're doing? What would you say to them to get over that fear? Because most people don't end up doing it. I was gonna throw the ball, I promise. What would you say to them for getting over that fear?
You have to be passionate about it. You have to be passionate about it more than you think. You can't just say, I love dogs, I want to do this. You have to want to do it 24 hours a day, to not be paid for the first year or two. To know that at the end of the day, your joy comes from what you're doing. But it also is, if you're going to open up your own business, is just do it. Just do it and then figure it out. Because if you try to figure out everything beforehand, it'll never get off the ground. You'll never start. So you have to just do it.
Just do it.
Just
like Nike says. Katie, since you found them, I wanted to give you the last kind of word to either say something nice about them or whatever you'd like to say.
Something very nice. As you know, dogs are like a part of our family, as a lot of people's families. I know mine is part of my family. So thank you for creating a really safe place for our dogs to stay during the day. It really is important to everyone because you want to make sure they're really well taken care of. And the fact that I can see her all day just makes it even better. So thank you.
Awesome, Karen.
I just want to say that we love to highlight local businesses, and I'm really proud to have highlighted you guys today and real impressed. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I'd like to just give a shout out to our sponsors again. We always like to give them a little bit of love for supporting the show. Empire West Title, Abe Bodden from Insurance Professionals of Arizona, and then Yvonne Hunter from Platinum Home Warranty. My name is Andrew Agostiniak from Prime Lending. Don't forget, grand opening November 8th, 4 to 7. Be there. Fry will be there, I hope. There'll be cookies, Fry. There'll be chunk cookies. Ladies, thank you for allowing us to interview you guys. This is an awesome place. If I can just come and hang out sometimes, I will. I'm sure some of my employees will come. But if anybody has a dog and needs somewhere for their dog to stay, make sure to search for Happy Pets Palace. And have a great weekend, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.